Order, 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 order. Oh, it's been a long time since banged the gavel on these heathens, these heroes, and the newly installed heathenites next. What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast, aka Samba Conversation. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Junes, the original for the Bantus by blood. This is my DNA, not by converge. But you know I'm out here to splurge. Splurge with the what? With the word. I want to give all praise and glory to our ancestors, our mother and our father, Sunini, masculine, Nanini, feminine. Get it together. Oh yeah, the truth is here. And we're going to spread it all across the world. Round of applause for that. Yeah. Hey, 30K, man. 30K. You know we ain't come to play. All of this would not be what it is if it wasn't for you. All of this would not be what it is if it wasn't for the truth. All of this would not be what it is if Sunini Nanini was not with me. So when you ever ask yourself, what am I bringing forth? Tell them we bringing forth that same information Moses brought to the Pharaoh. And that's what? To let the children of Sunini Nanini go. Gunshot salute. That's the thunder. That's the wrath. Oh, he's coming for you heathens. He grows in the newly installed heathenized ass. Ooh, I said it. But yeah, we're going to have a good one. Let me bring this out a little bit. Okay, yes, we're going to have a good one today. But before I do, I wanna say a conversation. This is for my sister. I'm not gonna say her name. She reached out to me on IG. She's been dealing with, the disease and the pestilence and the foolishness that comes along with Egypt that you can find in Deuteronomy chapter 4. And I told her that we're gonna do, and I wouldn't want to call it a prayer, but we're gonna reach out to our ancestors and we're gonna ask for them for healing. We're gonna ask for them to protect her. We're gonna ask for them to guide her as she has awakened to the truth, has she been enlightened and been gathered to the original covenant that was given unto Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. Not this faith, be having faith and submerge and drinking blood in order for you to receive the promise. No. This is the promise that was promised unto Abram for his obedience, and the promise that's coming back to us for our obedience. So let's just take the time out. I'm going to lead the conversation, and you guys can, I guess conversate along, right? To our ancestors that sit on the throne, Sunini Nanini, we want to say thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for allowing us to wake up. Thank you for giving us another opportunity to get right. As we go through the valley of the shadow of death, we know that we shall fear no evil, for Yah is our rod, our protection, our guidance. And even though the devil tries day in, day out to disrupt every single one of us, from the sister to the Bantu princess and her elements, to me, to my wiz, to my children, to all the Bantus all across the world that goes through the trials, that's cleaning up the mistakes of our forefathers. We just ask for you to continue having mercy upon us, continue protecting us, continue showing us the way, to love us and to preserve us, and allow us the strength to endure to the very end. To the very end is us going back home on the mountaintop so we can have a feast with you and give all the praise and glory unto you. I hope this is accepted as I say this in the purity of my heart, as the sister requests this from the purity of her heart, for all of us, for every single one of us that knows your name, that we finally know your name, Sunini Nanini, we say thank you, and to continue to preserve us and protect us. All praise and glory to the Father. Round of applause. Yes. And for the sister, again, we'll continue to conversate. I will definitely give you my number so you can call me directly, so you don't have to reach out to me on social media. You know, I'm not one of those dudes that just comes on here and disappears. No, I'm really for my people. I really want to see us win. I really want to see us in our rightful positions. Like I'm fighting for that. Like for real, for real. Like this is not even just spiritual with me. I'm actually physically, mentally on that type of time, because this is where we need to be. These people, these heathens, these Hebrews, and even these newly installed heathenites are beneath us. Anybody that want to submit themselves to Lucifer and his teachings, you are beneath us. Lucifer is beneath our ancestors. His children are beneath our ancestors. And anybody that want to mimic that and copy and paste to be that, you are beneath the Bantus. Yeah. And with that out the way, people, thank you for tuning in. We got a nice one today. I was gonna give another lesson pertaining to who are the saints, but I was pressed for time. But I really wanted to touch on the book of Sirach. I read the book of Proverbs the last time, and a lot of individuals was informed. I got a lot of feedback and was also asked to continue finishing the lesson as far as giving us Proverbs. But today I say, you know what? Since it's such a beautiful day today, summer's over. You know, I already hurt y'all heads with the last Samba conversation, breaking down, you know, Noah only having 2 children. Shout out to that. It's a very powerful lesson without any shadow of a doubt that's gonna prove and show that these people has been tampering and been feeding us lies for way too long, right? So I decided to bring out the book of Sirach. Some of you guys don't know about the book of Sirach. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, not Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, which can be found in the Apocrypha, right? And we're going to dive in today. We're going to read through it. I don't know how the Father's going to work as far as how he makes my, you know what I'm saying, how he used my vessel. I don't know. All I do know is this is something that I wanted to talk on. This is by far, outside of Proverbs, this is my favorite book. This is Proverbs on steroids. Yes, the book of Sirach is Proverbs on steroids. And we're not going to waste no time. We're going to dive straight into it. Okay, let me pull it up. Let me share my screen. There we go. You guys can see me. Cool. Let me see should I zoom this in? Oh no, it's zoomed in enough. It's cool enough. Okay. So the book of Sirach, right? Like I told you guys, this is Proverbs on steroids. Proverbs is the best book for brothers and sisters to read if you want to have a true understanding or the requirements that the Father requires us to operate amongst each other. how to operate amongst ourselves, right? That Proverbs, proper action. That's just what it is, right? Verb is an action. So prob is synonymous with proper, okay? So proper actions is the book to read if you're trying to be in line. I'm talking about in line with the Father, right? Or should I say our creators, Sunini Nanini, right? So the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, it's Proverbs on steroids. Yeah. Oh, it gets deep, real deep. It will take me at least 2 to 3 episodes to complete it. That's how powerful and in depth the message are in Sirach, and we're gonna get into it. So you guys can see my screen. It's a beautiful day. So we're gonna dive straight into it. When you guys get a chance, you could read the top if you want. That's like that's basically commentary. But for me, I like to get straight into, I get straight into the kitchen, right? So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 2, right? It says, who can number the sand of the sea and the drop of rain and the days of eternity? Who can find out the heights of heaven and breathe and the breadth of the earth and the depth and the deep and wisdom? Okay, listen carefully. This is how I'm gonna break down. This is how you know that they purposely remove our mother out of the story to make the Bible fit their European lifestyle, right? The 3 Trinities, right? They want it to be all male, right? They want the Father, they want the Son, and they want the Holy Spirit. They want all of that to be males, right? And we don't do the Holy Spirit, and we don't do Rosh. We don't do the Ruach. The Ruach is a fallen deity. It's a spirit from the Kabbalah. I'm not a Kabbalah, okay? That's synonymous with Kamala, and you see the damage she's doing in her position. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Okay? So, wisdom has been created before all things. Remember, what's bound on earth is bound in heaven. Okay? Wisdom was created before all things, right? The same way the Father created Eve and took her out from his rib, I'm sure that's what he did when he created her, right? Wisdom has been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from the everlasting. The word of Sunini Nanini is the foundation of wisdom. Ooh. You want mama love in you? His word is how she dwells. You can't have one without the other. You can't respect one without the other. You can't mention one without the other. They are one together, one flesh, one power source, our victory. But we're not getting that victory because we want to let these Europeans feed us European philosophy. You see when it rhymes? Because it's meant to go together, right? The word of the Father is the foundation of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments. You see that? To whom have the root of wisdom been revealed, or who have known her wise counsel? To whom have the root of wisdom been revealed? You see, that's a question. To whom it's been revealed? To you, Bantu. Her presence has been given unto you. Wisdom is known of her children, and you are that child. If my children will hearken unto me and humble themselves and call on my name, not people. See, when you put people, that means you can include everybody. This is not an everybody book. This is a story about a particular people. The rise, the fall, and the triumph of a particular people. Okay? Jeremiah wasn't preaching the gospel to Osama bin Laden's. Okay? He was not preaching the truth. And I don't want to say gospel because that's God's spell. He wasn't delivering the message to Europeans. He wasn't giving it to heathens. He was warning you. He said, follow not the ways of the heathens. So if he's telling you not to follow the ways of the heathen, then this word can be given or is not for the heathens. If you think I'm lying or what I'm saying is being racial, I'm not here to talk about race. I'm here to talk about truth. You want the truth? Start off with Psalms 147 verse 19. Tell me, what does that say? Okay? It's for you. You are that child. You are the wisdom, the root. She's revealing herself unto you, the root. You came from the dust of the ground. You came from the presence of the Father, the likeness in his image, right? You was made into the likeness and their image. Who's there? You see, when you never understood why it was plural when it was mentioned in that, because it's two that sits on that. They want you to believe that it's Christ. That's not true. That's not true. It's only two. His name is Sunini. Her name is Nanini. And I'm going to show you. I got a surprise for you too. I got a surprise for you. Don't worry. Or who have known her wise counsel. That's you. Unto whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understood her great experience. Whom is you. You're experiencing it. You're learning it. You're being edified, not through the Ruach, but through Nanini herself. She's is dwelling in you. He is dwelling in you. They are one. They are one. Su is superior, and Na. Su is superior, masculine. Na, feminine. That's why you see a child, you see when they call grandma, they be like, hi, Nana. You going to Nana house? You ever ask yourself, where did that come from? Yeah. Don't worry. We're going to get it today. There is one wise and greatly to be feared, and the Father sitting upon his throne. He created her and saw her and numbered her and poured her out upon all his works. All his creation has her. She departs when you start following the things that he didn't create. When you become a murderer, he didn't create you to kill. He created you to love, to stand in unity. The only time he ordered us to kill. Pay attention to the story. Listen, read the book. Read it nice and slow like Usher. I just wanna read this nice and slow. When you read it, the only time we was warring, we was never warring with each other. Every time we warred, we was warring with the ops, the people that wasn't created by him. Yes, the word tells you there will be enmity between thy seed and your seed. It was written and it's manifesting to this very day. But they brainwash you through religion, through confusion. That's why these heathens have made their way into your house, into your community, into your bedroom, into your life. And look what they have done. They had destroyed it. Just like how Cain wanted to destroy it from the beginning. Make it make sense. Let's continue. She is with all flesh according to his gift, his presence, his creation. And he hath given her to them that love him. See, she'll be with you. But when you disobey, to love him is to keep his commands. When you stop doing that, the only people that can't keep the commands are those that are following the ways of Cain. Cain and his children cannot keep the laws because the law was never given to them. It cannot. They are the seed of Lucifer. They do evil. Evil is what fuels them. They like to see people in pain. They like to see people suffer. They do. If you think I'm lying, why you think they put stuff into your food? Why you think they put stuff that's detrimental to you? Why? Why you think they like action movies like John Wick and the more gruery, the better? They like to see headshots and head being blown off, blood being splattered all over the place. But then they'll tell you in the same breath that it's okay to drink blood. Okay. Okay? The fear of the Father is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. Come on. When you start walking in the ways of the Father, you operate in a sense of honor. You don't walk with your head down. People take what I'm saying as being prideful. Oh no, I don't operate in pride. Anybody that knows me knows I'm the most meek, humble, righteous, loving, caring person you will ever meet. But because I speak with conviction and authority, you know why? Because I'm honored that the Father is using me. I'm honored that they're using me, that they are in me, that they are with me, just like you guys are. Tell me how good it feels to be in a room full of heathens knowing what you know. When they try to feed you nonsense, you know, to the left, please. They know. You know. It feels good, right? And the glory and gladness. Even through our trials and tribulations, we smile. We smile because we know what's after this. We know what's after this. The only people that want, let's make America great. That's the only people, these are the individuals that Mama Love is not dwelling in. Am I saying that she will never be with them? No. Will she ever bring them to them? I don't know. But what I do know is those that don't have the gladness and a crown of rejoicing, what are we rejoicing for? We rejoicing for the Holy Land, Jerusalem. We're rejoicing to go back home. We can't wait. We're going to be rejoicing when the heathens are fully removed. They're not going to go without a fight. You see what's going on. France is ready to go to war, people. They're not going to leave without a fight. These Europeans that's in South Africa is not going to leave without a fight. They're not going to leave. And for Elon Musk, this is an FYI. Don't you ever in your life call yourself an African. You know, I don't give a damn if you was born there. That is not your land, playboy. You from Heathenville, okay? You are from Heathenville. You are who you worship. I seen your costume. I seen your Luciferian costume. You was not of us. Don't you ever disrespect us. And I say to you directly, Lord, let me see these people, bro. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. The Father's toughing me up. He gave me the gavel. This gavel is going to be even bigger as time go by. And we're going to keep banging on you heathen. Playing with me. Let's continue. All right? The fear of the Father maketh a merry heart and giveth joy, gladness, and a long life. This is why we're going to live. To the sister that's going through her trials and tribulations, don't worry. Just put the Father first. Do not fall for these European tactics and advice. They don't know nothing. They are the seed of Cain. Even if it's a black person, their teachings and their understanding comes from the seed of Cain. Bantu princess, don't worry. Father will bring you back. Trust in him. Trusting him. Trusting your ancestors. Call on to them. Call on Moses. Call on Isaac. Call on Abram. Call on Akobi. Call on them. Call on your mother. Call on your grandmother. Call on your grandfather. Call on them. Who told you not to worship and honor your ancestors when the word says honor thy mother and thy father? You got to honor them all. And you're going to be all right. We will win. And even if, God forbid, you was to pass, you will not perish. You will be here. You will be a part of this awakening. Your spirit will dwell into your children, will dwell into your neighbors. Whoever found favor in you, you will dwell in them, and you will guide them back to the promise. I promise you. All praises. Let's continue. Whoso feareth the Father, it shall go well with him at the last. You hear this? And he shall find favor in the day of his death. You hear me? You hear this? Don't let these people tell you nothing. For the fear of the Father is the beginning of wisdom. In order to get Mama love, you got to first understand Daddy. You got to understand Daddy is the authority. Mama is in complete submission to her king. Mama don't move unless Daddy said move. And whatever Daddy says, where it goes. Yeah. So if you ain't respecting Dad, Mama love ain't trying to holler at you. You will start respecting dad when you start doing good deeds. And then when the good deeds oversees the wickedness that you've done, that's when he starts giving you information. That's when your soul and your heart and your mind is going to start yearning. It's going to start cleaving onto things that you never thought you'd be cleaving onto. See, when I was out in the streets doing my wrong, selling drugs, playing with guns, doing all this foolishness, I still had a conscience. I was the one like, nah, we ain't going to do that. Yo, we going to spin the block. Nah, we ain't going to do that. Ain't nobody, they ain't touched nobody. And people didn't understand, like, yo, bro, why you always? I'm like, nah, we ain't going to do that. See, even though I was doing my wickedness and my evil, I still had the sense of consciousness. And through that consciousness, Mama Love was saying, you know what? I like you. You may not understand what the fear of the Father is at this moment, but you are a good person. You do mean well. You honestly mean well. Like, I was the one in school that fought or stood up to the bullies for the children that was too scared to fight, wasn't fighters, I was me. And not only that I stood for them, I told them, yo, come along, come chill with the Fly Boys. And my man's be like, yo, son, why you bring? I'm like, yo, son, you good, bro. See, I respect somebody who's who they are. I don't respect people that you got to put up a front to be accepted. No, be you. I would rather you be you than you be fake. And then when it's time for you to really be what you're presenting, you know where to be seen. And then you find out to be a fake. You see why fake and snake go together? Fake, faith, and snake. You put it together. Do your homework. You'll see. Right? Look at this. Let's continue, right? To fear the Father is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with faithfulness in the womb. This is what I try to tell you. All children is born pure. All children is born pure. They come straight from, you should see my little man. Pure, loving, complete obedience, pure, full of wisdom. When you hear the word sunini, it doesn't irritate. It's peace. He smiles. He brings joy because he was born with it. It's when you allow Cain to teach your child. Is when your child steps away from wisdom, steps away. What the word say? The wisdom of this world is foolish upon the Father. Foolishness, pure madness. This is what they're banking on. This is why when your child is born, not even 8 hours on this earth, they want to, let me find something. They want to, you know? Not even 8 hours. Matter of fact, some places says you got up to 8 hours to get that situated, to protect them from other individuals who may carry this hepatitis. Make it make sense. Come on. It says, she has built an everlasting foundation with men, and she will continue with their seed. Okay? Everlasting with men. She's always with us. It's the foolishness of this world that takes her from us. She's with us. But let me go back up. Let me show you something. See, look. Look. Hold on. Where is that? I'm on this finding for you. Hold on. He have created her, number her. Okay, right here. Number 9. Look, he created her and saw her, number her, and pour her out on all his works. Everything he created, everything that the Father created must have Mama Love in her. Pure, it must have. Must have. Right? It says, where was that? Okay? She has built this is 15. She has built an everlasting foundation with men, and she continue with their seed. Anything that the Father created, this wisdom will be passed on. That's why this covenant is everlasting. You do wrong, you end up on a ship. You do right, you end up skinny dipping with your feet up eating fish. You hear me? You hear me? Let's continue. To fear the Father is fullness of wisdom, and the filleth men with her fruits. She fill all their houses with things desirable, and the garners with her increase. The fear of the Father is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish. You see, a lot of us, the reason why we're not in perfect health is because we're so confused, and we're gonna get right. And I'm gonna get you guys right, sisters. I'm gonna get you right. Just bear with me. As I dig deep, I'm digging down the rabbit hole. We're working day in, day out. My big brother, he's working. The elders, he's working. Every single one of us is working. We working not only through the word, not only through studies and research, but also working within ourselves so we can be that light. So when we touch and we heal. We get in there. I promise you we will get there. In this lifetime. Okay? Making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are gifts of the Father, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that loves him. So we got to continue loving him, man. I know, like I told you, a lot of times the reason why we're suffering, the way that we're suffering, because like I did in my last Samba, I don't know which lesson, which version, which one, when I said it is impossible to keep the commandments in Babylon. It's impossible. Can't. Because this whole infrastructure, it was created against the rules and regulations of the Father. It's just hard. You understand? Not only is it hard, but we got to continue this battle, fighting that spirit that was placed upon us, this taught behavior that we learned from being here. You understand? It's hard. Not to mention the sisters and the brothers that's married to individuals that see nothing wrong. Being a heathen, they don't see nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? These are the individuals that see nothing wrong with worshiping these fallen deities. It's hard. It's hard because you gotta do both. It's hard. But that's why the words say he's coming with a sword. He's going to divide. It's going to be a lot of division. Believe it. Believe it. People was dividing themselves because one said, I'm going to get the fufu, and the other one said, I'm not. Can you imagine walking around your husband and wife and you keeping something on your face because the person wouldn't comply with what Lucifer offered? Come on, man. Let's go. My bad. It says, wisdom reigneth down skills and knowledge of understanding, standing, and exalting them to honor that hold her fast. The root of wisdom is to fear the Father, and the branch thereof a long life. You see the natural branches? Don't let these people talk about the natural. There's no drafting in. There's no drafting in. No. Wisdom only comes to what he created. Verse 9, to all his works. Okay, wisdom is only to what he created, to all his works, and the branches thereof. The only branches is long life. You go ahead and you go let Saul, my bad Paul, tell you anything different. Okay, I listen. I got the information about Paul. Let me show you. Let me show you. See this? You see this book right here? All information about Paul. But you guys ain't ready yet. You guys ain't ready. And then I didn't get the okay from the big bro and the elder. So when they give me the okay, best believe I'll leave it as that. Let's continue. It says the fear of the Father driveth away sin. Okay? Sin is what is sin? The transgression of the law. No, sin is the transgression of his voice. Whatever he told you to do, when you don't do it, you're committed sin. And look what he says. Because when you fear him, when you listen like a parent, like a child that listens to his parent, when you fear what your daddy got to say, yo, nah, I want no beef with daddy. Sin drives us away. Sin can't even drive through your driveway. Facts. Demons, heathens, all of that. Gotta stay away. Listen, the demons be at my back door just waiting. They be waiting. They be loving with me. They be looking forward for me in the ways to get into a situation. That's why I tell everybody, you can't be with anybody that don't keep your peace. As a man, if you're in a relationship and there's no peace, you better get up out of there. Let that person bring that wrath to somebody else. And I promise you, they're going to be miserable. Because what America has taught us to do, that is when things go wrong, to just go, leave the situation and proceed on to the next. But what you're not realizing is that when things is wrong, and if you're the cause of the problem, you must now start to evaluate yourself. Don't act like every man is the same. Not every man is the same. Maybe it's what you bring to the table that make men react the same. You understand? Not everybody's into the foolishness of this world. And the people that's into the foolishness of this world, they already been absorbed in, right? And their absorption of this world is to do evil. So they'll be in a relationship with you, say they love you, but when you go to sleep, they're going to go deal with among them. That's what the world promotes. That's why the word said, love not the things of this world. If any man love the things of this world, the love of the Father can't be in you. How can he be in you if you are out here wilding? And I'm going to do something about that too, not loving the things of this world. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And where it is present, it turneth away wrath. Okay? That's what fearing the Father do. Okay? A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction. See, we're furious already. That's why I tell people, humble yourself, relax, be calm. You don't got to be all uptight and ready to do this. Be calm. Stand 10 toes down with Sunini Nanini. Don't be like this Jesus Christ and they want you to be all passive aggressive. Listen, follow Jesus, you're going to turn into a fish. Okay? He is Bel Bior. All right? You're going to turn into a fish. Follow Sunini Nanini, you're going to stand with authority. You're going to know when to attack. You don't even need to do much. You just stand on your ground. See, me, I stand on my ground. I'll tell you about yourself. But I'll never get to the point where I'm so irate where I want to hurt you unless you take it there. You feel me? It says, a fierce man cannot be justified, for the way of his fury shall be his destruction. They're going to be destruction. They're going to destroy themselves. What you see going on in this world, you see the slaves doing anything? We just chilling. We just continuously doing what slaves do. Work, come home, take care of a child. Work, come home, take care of a child. Work, come home, take care of a child. That's all we doing. We're not sitting here trying to create a master plan. These master plans, these variants and these viruses and all of this nonsense, these diseases, these things is coming from them. It's coming from them. And you seeing what's going on in the world. Don't worry, it's going to be their demise. Okay? Vengeance is the Father's, it's not yours. Just humble yourself. But you're supposed to protect yours, you and your loved ones. I'm not telling you to be out here and be no soft chicken. That's what Jesus tell you. That's what these heathenites tell you. Heathenites tell you. I don't even know what they say. Pure foolishness. That's what your pastor tell you. That's Creflo take all your dollars say. TD snakes. That's what they say. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you stand 10 toes down. I'm going to be like Moses. I'm going to be like Abram. When Abram heard that they took his nephew, he said, what? Yo, line up the man then. We about to go war. You see, they don't want you to have that mentality. They want you to be suckers and have faith and just be waiting. Jesus comes. And when he returns, that's what they want you to be on. You wait for that. Wait for that. By the time he comes, you heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites probably will be dead. Matter of fact, when he died, when you die, you're gonna see him. Not even to get off topic. Don't you ever ask yourself? You ever see these people on YouTube? When you finish this Samba conversation, go on YouTube, right? When you go on YouTube, type in people that had visions of hell. You're gonna notice that everybody that had a vision of hell, the first person that they seen in hell was Jesus. I promise you. Look it up. Listen. A patient man will tear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up upon him, unto him. Okay? Patience is the key to life. You have to have patience. Even though there's my times, I be in urgency, I be ready to, but I humble myself. After I gather myself, I say to myself, like, nah, I gotta really be on a humble, peaceful type of time. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be a furious man. See, when you don't have patience, you become furious. You ever see a person, he becomes furious. You're gonna be your own destruction. You moving all over the place. You forget your cell phone. You forgot your keys. You left something here. You did something there because you're not patient. You're not humbling yourself. People get mad at me because I be late. Like, yo, son, you always late for everything. I said, listen, I just move in my own pace. I don't rush nothing. When you rush and you try to do things, that's when you lose something. That's when you lose yourself. That's when you become, and then after you lose yourself, you become furious. And that furiousness and frustration gonna be your destruction. You reading it? This is why the book of Sirach is such a great book. And we only in the first chapter. Right? He said, he will hide his words for a time, and the lips of many shall declare his wisdom. Right? He will hide his words for a time. There's gonna be a time where you're not gonna say nothing, but people they're gonna remember. They're gonna remember what you said. They're gonna be like, yo, I remember Brother Junior said such and such. Or I remember the sister said such and such. Damn, I ain't speak to her in months. I ain't speak to her in years. Let me give her a call. Let me give him a call. Come on now. Let's do this. The parable of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. Okay? Parables, precept upon precept of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but the godliness is an abomination to a sinner. This is why when you guys try to give my videos to individuals to watch, or sometimes they'll try to tune in and then they'll turn it off, it's because the godliness is an abomination unto the sinner. Sinners don't want to listen to me. The evil one, they don't want to listen to me. They want to do as thou will. So I get it. So I don't get mad when great knowledge and information, calling on the Father's name, is not getting me 1 million views, 1,000 views, 100,000. But then you see brothers who's calling on Jesus, saying Yahushua, Yeshaya, Ahaya, all of these falling, they get all of this support. Why? Because the godliness, the true godliness, the sunnininess, the sunnini-nanininess is an abomination to a sinner. Wisdom, what does it say? The Father's name is dreadful amongst the heathens. It's dreadful amongst the coconuts. It's dreadful. It's dreadful amongst the heathens, the Hebrews, and the newly installed heathenites. Next, it's dreadful. I had a brother for one of these organizations said to me, what's the name? And he acted like he couldn't say it. I said, oh. But when you heard Ahaya for the first time, it was magical, right? You was like, wow, it's amazing. Yeah. Because you just signed up for the 33-degree religion of it all. It's called Judaism. Think I'm lying. Look it up. Look at the attires these brothers wear. You find me, show me where in the Holy Land the Father was giving us that. I'll wait for it. Listen. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Father shall give her unto thee. You want mama love? You want her? Keep his commands. Not just his commands, keep his word. Let's exit our commands. Exit our commands and let's put word. Keep his word. Hearken unto his voice, and you will have her. If you desire her, hearken unto his voice, and the Father shall give your mother unto you. Right? For the fear of the Father is wisdom and instruction. And we don't do faith. Okay? And preserve and belief and confidence and meekness are his delight. You got to have confidence and meekness in the Father. That's your delight. That's his delight. Distrust not the fear of the Father when thou art poor. Don't. Why are you going through your trials and tribulations? To the sisters, you going through what you going through. To the brothers that you going through what you going through. Listen. Don't distrust in them. Trust me. Put all your trust in him. Put your trust in them. When you have your conversation unto your father and your mother, you talk to them. You say, Mother and Father, I'm sorry for my sins, for I am a sinner. Or just call them by their name. You say, Suni Nina Nina, I'm sorry. Forgive me, for I am a sinner. Damn, I slipped up today. I slipped up tomorrow. I might slipped up for the next 6 months, but that's not an excuse. But still, I'm acknowledging you, and I'm acknowledging that I am a failure in your eyes, and I just want forgiveness. And come not unto him with a troubled heart. Don't come to him with a troubled heart. Don't have, I trust him. You can't trust him and then trust the enemy. You can't say I stand with him, but then want to roll with the enemy issue out some foolishness. You say, well, I got to take care of my daughter. The word says he makes sure that the lilies, the plants, the birds get fed. You are his greatest creation. You are his child. You think he's not going to feed you? Show me, since I want one person to show me one homeless person I'm talking about homeless. I'm not talking about the ones that's drugged up and complete crackheads. I'm talking about one homeless person that you have ever seen that's out of shape, that's undernourishment, that lack nourishment. Show it to me. Okay? Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. Okay? Don't be a hypocrite in the sight of men. Stand on Sunini Nanini. If you're gonna stand with them, stand with them. Okay? Don't stand with them and say, we're gonna sell drugs tomorrow. Okay? Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. Exalt not thyself. Okay? Don't exalt yourself, humble yourself. This right here is even for me. There's times I exalt myself. There's times. Even when I talk to the wind, I tell her I'm the best ever. And lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul, and your Father discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. What congregation? Amongst the congregation where he sits on the throne. When we sit amongst each other. Right? Because thou cometh not in the truth to the fear of the Father, but the heart is full of deceit. This is for the brothers that's coming into this awakening, but their heart is not with it. They got hidden agendas. They come to sabotage. They come to sabotage from within. They come to gather information to go back into their rat hole and come break down. Look what the brother said. Look what the brother said. Yeah. Go into the precept and try to debunk that. You see the foolishness? You see the wickedness of people? The madness. Let's continue. Let's go to number 2. Look. Come on. My son, if thou come to serve your father, prepare thy soul for temptations. But, ladies, the temptation is real. Oh, you think that Lucifer is not going to come? You think he's not going to tempt you? You think the demons is not going to dwell in you and make their way and talk into your mind and say, girl, cheat on your husband. Go take this. Go get drunk tonight. Go wild out. That's the temptations. The temptations might even come with your job. Some of us go against the ways of the Father because of our jobs. And like I said, he told you, when we start really following the ways of the Father, All of these pestilence and plagues and diseases will never affect us. But a lot of us are compromised because we had to compromise ourselves because we're in a wicked world. America's not home. We need to go home. We need to. Because if we stay here, we're going to die. We're going to be destroyed because you defiling his temple. Know ye not that you are the temple of the Father, Sunini Nanini? And if any man defile his temple, the Father shall destroy. Precept upon precept. Remember, precept of wisdom. Okay? Don't let these people fool you. I'm here to heal you, people. Don't worry. We're going to go through this together. We will overcome. Tell them, let the people go. Let's go. Okay? Verse 2. Set thy heart aright, and consistently endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, and thou mayest be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, right? And be patient without change to a lower state. Be patient. We at a lower state right now. We're not in a position of power. Be patient. Patient. In a lower state. When you're going through your trials and tribulations, you might get kicked out of your house because your job let you go because you wanted to serve Sunini. Now you in a shelter. Be patient. Don't worry. He got you. For in my father's house, where's his house? Where's the Father's eyes? Where his eyes dwell? In the Father's house of many mansions. Be patient. Finish the race. Don't deviate. Just because you stepped away from these organizations, because you realize that these organizations are rest havens for demons. Church, look up Circe. You're going to see what a church is. Look it up. Rest haven for demons. So now you departed away from the demons. Sometimes you guys may feel alone. Sometimes you may question yourself and ask, did I do the right thing? Sometimes you might. But here's the book to increase you, to give you the understanding, right? Because you're going to be in a lower state. We are in a lower state. How are we the soul of the earth but the bummest of the world? The most strongest nation, but yet have the least amount of resources and support. Don't worry though. Change will come. We shall overcome. Let's go. Listen, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of the adversity. Okay, believe in him, believe in them, and he will help, and they will help thee. Order thy ways aright, and trust in them. Yea, ye that fear the Father, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest you fall. Okay, you that understand and know his mercy and go not aside, you're gonna fall. You don't keep him by your side. You know all this information. That's why I feel bad for you heathenites, because you know to keep the law, but you kept it there. You said, well, I know. That's it. Keep the law. I'm gonna be the best Bible reader, precept upon precept, but can't break down Genesis chapter 13, verse 1. Can't find these locations that these heathens has put before you. Come on now. Let's continue. It says what? It says, yea. It says, ye that feareth the Father, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that feareth the Father, hope for good, for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Father and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever displease that called upon him? Meditate on Sirach 2 and 10. Meditate on that. Meditate on that. Tell me where this is not true. Where did the Father disregard David? Disregard Abram, Isaac, Jacob, Job? When? Never. And he would never do it to you as long as you keep him first. You keep him first. You keep him before your own wife. You keep him before your own children. The word says, he that picketh my children over me, can't be around the Father. You choose your children over me, I'm going to choose my Father over you. But that's what he was saying is, if you put your children over the Father, you's a dove. Remember, I come by the way of my Father. I come to do my Father's will. I come to be my Father. When you see me, you see the Father. So however you see our big brother, sin destroyer, however you seen him, is exactly the identical substance, reference, image of our Creator and our Mother. Let's continue. Where was we? It says, for the Father is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgives sins, and saveth in time of afflictions. He forgiveth sins. You don't need to jump in no water for no sin. You say, I'm sorry. Just say, I'm sorry. And turn from your wicked ways and walk in the sight of the Father. He has you. Walk in the righteous path of your ancestors. Try to be like Abram. Try to be like Isaac. Try to be like Jacob. Try to be like Job. A lot of us want to be our big brother, but can't even do 30 minutes like Job. Job lost it all. That man lost it all. He even lost his hair. He lost his coat, butt naked. He said, listen, butt naked have I come, butt naked shall I go. When we get there, that's when we got to get to that part. Let's get to that. You see when Noah, where Jonah, what did Jonah do wrong? Did Jonah break the commandments? No. He disobeyed the voice of the Father. The Father gave him an order. He said, nah, I'm not doing that. Look what happened. See, these heathens want you to focus on these 10 commandments. That's what they're telling you. No. You ever notice that the commandments is also given again in the book of Deuteronomy? Oh, and then in the same book of Deuteronomy, it elaborates even more. And then you're going to start seeing things like hearken unto his voice, unto my word. Damn. Some of you guys, like I said, wisdom is known of her children. She's going to dwell in those that's walking with him. Let's continue. Let's continue. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts. You see the fearful? You scared? You scared? When they bought out the pandemic, you was scared? You was fearful? Damn. Look, woe, destruction be unto you. For the Father did not give you the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power and truth. Never gave you fear. When you look, listen, how you think think about this. How you think 70 million Bantus died on the transition from Africa to the Western world? 70 million. Fearless. Man, the what? Yeah, you might as well kill me. Hung on a tree. Nat Turner. They said, how did this man become so fearless? I thought we broke them into submission. You know what they said? He was reading the Bible by himself. Create the theologian school. They have to be retaught. They have to see this word in a European perspective. They got to make sure that they say Yasharallah. They got to make sure that they say Israelah, Isis Ra El, or Isis Ra Elite. They have to be the elite Ra lovers, the elite Isis worshipers, Isis Ra Elite. And then they're going to give you the ultimate elitist, the ultimate 33 degree. That's why all his pictures is like this. His name is Jesus. Oh, did he just say that? Did he just say that? Let's continue. Let's continue. It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believed not, therefore shall he not be defended. You don't believe in Sunini? Or you don't believe in the Father? Or you don't believe that, we were sent here because of our disobedience? You think that, there's some magical way these Europeans just outnumbered us. These people can't even produce, but they just outnumbered us. And no. We fell when they came out, when we allowed them into our lands and they was digging into our caves. When they was digging into our locations, they call it the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea Scrolls. When they took our scrolls, they created and compiled their own version. And they started feeding it to you. And then after King James authorized it, they started forcing it upon you. Yeah, 70 million was killed because they would not worship Cain and his philosophy. Let's continue. Hold on, let me take some of these things off. Hold on. My bad, guys. Let's continue, right? It says, woe unto you that have lost patience. Ooh. And what will ye do when the Father shall visit you? Ooh, you can't lose this patience. Better humble yourself. Better be meek. Woe unto you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when he comes for you? So nini na nini. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when he come for you? So nini na nini. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You woke up not keeping the law, and now he's kicking down doors. Then I might do a remix. Hey, what you think? I should do a remix? Leave it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'll check it when I'm done. Hold on. Let me put it back. Let's continue. Okay? Ooh, that was a good song too. Jeez, I really gotta do it. Right? It says, they that fear the Father will not disobey his word. I thought it was the commandments. His word. And they that love him will keep his ways. Okay. They that fear of the Father will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law. It's gonna be second nature. It's like brushing your teeth. Okay? When Saturday, when the seventh day come, we're not gonna say Saturday because we know it's synonymous with Saturn, Satan. We're not gonna do that. You see, on the seventh day, we chill, we rest, we relax. You put your feet up. You understand what I'm saying to you? When that becomes second nature. That's why people be like, yo, son, why you still look so young? Why your face so clear? I tell them I keep the law. I tell them I put my feet up. You should see the way his face, clear as day. Before I came into her life, she was following the ways of this world. Breaking out, stress, you know what I'm saying? Putting makeup to cover, to feel polished now. Skin smooth like a baby cheek. You know why? Because she gave herself away to Sue Nanini. That's what she did. Okay? They will, listen. They that feareth the Father will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that feareth the Father will prepare their hearts and humble their soul in his sights. See, I'm not worrying about death. I know, God forbid, I'm to pass away. And I'm not saying this in confidence. I'm just saying this because I know I prepared myself. I prepared my heart. Yes, when I go through my trials and tribulations, I know when I get off this land and I go into the Holy Land, I'm going to be able to serve the Father 100%. I'm not going to be around the heathens. Ooh, no more tempting to touch. Ain't going to be none of that. The only thing I'm going to want to touch is my people in a space of healing them. That's what we're supposed to do. And we have not received that power yet because we have not fully submit ourselves unto our ancestors. We see people. I remember Dr. Umar was making a prayer in African. And you should have seen these heathenites. Look who he's calling on. He don't even know who he's calling on. But yeah, you calling on Lucifer every day. You see what religion do? Come on, man. Like I said, I got a gift for y'all. Don't worry. Like, verse 3. Hear me, your father, O children. You see this? You hear how he's talking? Hear me, your father, O children. Not my people. If my people hearken unto me and humble themselves. If my children, hear me, your children. Hear your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe. For your father has given the father honor over the children, and have confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons. Whosoever honoreth his father maketh an atonement for his sins. Oh, you wanna be forgiven for your sins? Honor your father. All your fathers, Abram, Isaac, Jacob, even your deadbeat dad that's around the corner that didn't tell you happy birthday for the last 15 years. That's not for you. Don't worry about that. The Father got you. Vengeance is his. Those that don't comply and those that do wrong, he will visit those that made the fatherless. He will visit them. He will. Don't worry. You just do what you supposed to do. And that's just being a humble, righteous, loving servant, child. We're not no servants. We are his child. Being a righteous, loving child unto Sunini Nanini. We're going to fix the word. Don't worry. The Bible will be fixed by the time we get into the Holy Land. It will be fixed. The words that they put. Who's serving? Who's a servant? Am I here to serve or I'm here to be obedient? My child is not my servant. My child is my child. And whatever I tell my child to do, he must follow because I am his father. I am their parents. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say it one time for the one time. I'm going to have one for Mama Love. She going to say, are you dumb? We're going to have it for them. Don't worry. I'm going to have it. Don't worry. He's going to say father and mother. He's going to say, father's going to say it first and the mama's going to say it after. Don't worry. We working. Verse 4, and he that honoreth his mother, it is as one that lay up treasure. Honor your mother. Your mother is very important. I don't care what your mother make you go through. Yeah, she piss you off. Listen, my mom's pissed me off all the time, but I still honor her. And when I do wrong, I'm quick to say, yo, mom, sorry. Forgive me. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with saying sorry. Saying sorry is the best. Let me tell you something, people. Saying sorry is the best attribute you can have as a human being. Saying sorry. Because when you say sorry, it's easy for you to evaluate yourself and you don't hold yourself with excuses for the wrongs that you do. You say, I'm sorry, my bad, I shouldn't have done that. Right? Right? Come on, let's do this. Where am I? It said, whosoever honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children. How you want your children to honor you? How you want your children to respect you and love you? How you going to have joy in your children if you don't even have joy and respect for your father? Look, it's right here. Whosoever honoreth his father shall have joy of his own children. And when he maketh a prayer or a connection or community or a conversation to your father, that stuff sitting up top, he shall be heard. Oh, why are they not telling you that? Why are they not telling you that? Just believe on Jesus. He's your Lord and Savior. Jesus is the disconnect between you and your Creator. Remember, I told you that. He that honoreth his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto the father shall be comfort to his mother. Ooh, look at the family affair. Look how keeping chapter 3 is keeping family in order. He that feareth the father will honor his father, and will do service unto his parents as to his masters. Right? You see this? Do service unto his parents as to his masters. Right? Honor thy father and mother, both in word and in deed. Don't just say it. Indeed. Your mother asks you to do something. My mom told me to set up an appointment to take her to the DMV. I don't want to do it, but I gotta. If I'm talking this truth, I gotta do it in deed too. Right? My mother comes to me for everything. People don't even understand how much pressure be on one person's back. to cater to so much souls. And now I got you guys that I got to cater to. And I'm not running from it. I take all responsibility. I take all responsibility because the Father said he would not give me things that I'm unable to handle. So I got to deal with it. It is what it is. But for me, as long as you good, as long as Bantu Princess is healthy and she's not going through her trials and tribulations, as long as the sister is healthy and she's not going through her trials and tribulations, the reason why I'm saying sis was because you didn't give me the okay to mention your name on these platforms. You give me the okay, I'll throw it out there. But until then, sis said, sis needs my service. She needs my advice. She reach out. I don't care who it is. Don't care the time. I'm going to always reach out. Sometimes it be overwhelming, but I make sure I always reach out. I make sure I leave a heart. I make sure I leave a comment. I make sure that you know that I'm with you, that there's always going to be a connection between me and you, no matter what it is. And as the podcasts grow and more people start tuning in, then I'm going to have people that's going to not just comment for me or respond for me, but it's going to ask me or tell me, look, this is what happened. We're going to pay people to just be reading comments. The thousands, the hundreds, the 50s. People will be paid. I might give my daughter, $20 a day. Read that for me. Every time you come to do work, you get paid. That's what we're doing. This is how we're gonna rebuild this nation. We keep money in-house. You feel me? Let's go. Where was I? Verse 8. Honor thy father and thy mother, both in word and in deed. What? We don't do blessings. That a preserve may come upon thee from them. Preserve, prosperity, promise, confidence. Okay? For the purity, the preservedness of the father established the house of children, but the curse of the mother rooted out the foundations. See, a mother and a dad got to be on one accord. You cleave on to be on one flesh. If the wife is out of order, the wife is out of order, the house is out of order. The husband is out of order, the house is out of order. And it's going to cause what? A curse. That generational curse will continue to exist. Let's go. Glory not into the dishonor of thy father, for father's dishonor is no glory unto thee. You see how today's society, man, I don't give a damn about my dad. My dad ain't done nothing for me. He was never there. Even you know what I'm saying? Like I try to tell people, like, yo, you can't have that mentality. You can't say, I don't give a damn. My father ain't sugar, honey, iced tea. Where was he when I need him? No, you still gotta honor your parents. That's your father. Your father could have ejaculated in another woman. Your father could have, and I don't want to sound discreet, but your father could have put a rubber on and you would have just been flushed down the toilet. Always got to honor your parents, man. No matter what they do, that's your parents. I forgave my father. My father died when I was 8. It took me 10 years to forgive my father. I forgave him. And even after the forgiveness, I still was running and saying to myself, like, yo, man, if my father was alive, such and such would have happened. I would have did, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I come to realize, nah. It's not for me. I'm not supposed to say that. I love my pops. And dad, wherever you at, whether you next to me or wherever you dwell, I love you. And you know, I wish you was here to see your grandchildren. I gave you 2 warriors, man. Full of life, ready to conquer, ready to take down the very exact heathens that destroyed you. I'm on that mission, and we're going to get it done. Let's continue. I'm sorry, guys. I get emotional when it comes to that. You feel me? It says, for the glory, verse 11, said, for the glory of men is from the honor of his father, and a mother in dishonor is a reproach to her children. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he live. Okay? You're supposed to help your pops. Let me tell you guys this. You see what these heathens have done? These heathens have made you guys believe that when your mother's supposed to be in a nursing home, you're supposed to never, ever take your child, your parents, your mother, your grandmother into nobody's nursing home. They belong in your house with you. Because when you was a baby, you was in the house with them, and they took great care of you and made sure that you was able to get to where you need to be, which is alive, well, working, functionable right now. And the last thing you do is disobey them and not finish the job and not have them with you. How you gonna put your blood and give them into a care of somebody else, knowing that you should be doing that? Knowing that if you have children, yes, your grandma is gonna tell her grandchild, get me some water and some fruits and go to the store. Guess what you gotta do, young man? You better go to the store. Cause when grandma and grandpa speak, that's your job. Every child that's on that type of time, like, I'm not doing nothing, they're always the ones that get taken off this earth, die real young. Disrespectful to their grandparents. Let's continue. And if his understanding fail, have patience with him and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength. Okay? If your child falls and doesn't, find it hard to comply and give in, you got to be patient with them. Because you got to understand that our children are dealing with two entities. They're dealing with Sunini Nanini, and they're dealing with Lucifer. They get more of Lucifer than they do Sunini Nanini. They get 8 hours of, no, let's take that back. They get, let's say 12 hours of Lucifer. And they get 1 day of Sunini Nanini. You got to be patient. I had to learn that. Had to be patient, because when you force this upon your children, what you're gonna do, you're gonna drive your children away. You see, when you see your parents force Christianity upon you, what did you do? You drove away. As soon as you had the option to go to church or not, you stayed home. 1 day led to 2 days. 2 days led to 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2 months. From 2 months led to 2 years. Now it's been 22 years since you've been in there. You see when it rhymes? Yeah. 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 Because we're forcing European philosophy. You can't do that. You got to be patient. You got to train them to be good individuals. Train them to be loyal. Train them to be caring. Train them to love thy brother, right? Society teach black people to hate black people. Teach your child to love black people. Teach your child to love being black. When you see your daughter coming in the house with a blonde hair, but what are you doing? You're a beautiful sister. You want to put that in your head? At least put some black. You're not a European. Leave that for the heathens. Leave that for the Negroes. You might even have to leave that for the heathenites. But a Bantu that knows Sunini Nanini? Come on, baby. You know better than that. That's how I talk to my daughter. I'm like, yo, baby girl, you know better than that. You know you're not supposed to do that. Even when my wife mess up, I'm like, you know better than that. When we got into an argument, we was just mad at each other for petty reasons. But like I tell her, you know your husband. You know how your husband moves. You can't do that. And when you do that, you gotta check that and nip it before it extends to something that we both got no time for. You feel me? A woman's job is to bring comfort. Comfort is peace. You can't have peace. How do you have peace in discomfort? Make it make sense. See, America is teaching women to be rebellious towards her man. This is taught behavior. Taught behavior. Talking back. You got something to say. Like, nah. It's not your place. Yeah, he gonna say something and gonna irritate you. We know why it's an irritation? Because America taught you for that to be irritatable. Sunini never taught you that. Sunini Nanini never taught you that. Your parents never taught you that. You're just suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic slave disorder. That's all it is. Come on. And it says, hold on. It says, for the revealing of thy father shall not be forgotten, and instead of sins it shall be added to build thee up. In the days of thy affliction it shall be remembered. Thy sins also melt away as the ice in the fair warm weather. Ooh, I thought you gotta get in the water for no. Just hearken unto the words of your father. Listen, obey. Not just your father and your mother that sits on the throne, but for your actual parents that gave birth to you. If you can't even do that part, how do you think that you're going to stand before him? Because at that point, when you start respecting him, you're going to respect him because of the possibilities of him destroying you. You're not going to do it because, that's my pops, and my pops just told me I got to listen. I just got to be obedient. That's it. It's a big difference. Change the way you're supposed to fear the Father. Don't let your fear of the Father be because of what wrath he can be. Fear the Father because he's your Father and you're supposed to obey your elders. Respect your elders. That's all. Come on. Who's making this word so hard? Lucifer. Religion. These heathen congregations. These heathenites congregations. These Hebrew congregations. They making it hard. The word is easy. It's easy. Easy like Samba morning. Ooh. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Not Sunday morning, Samba morning. You hear that? Easy like Samba morning. Oh, that's another song. We're not playing. We gon' listen. The album gonna come out one day. I'm not gonna say because let your yays be yays, right? Listen. In the days of thy affliction shall be remembered. Thy sins also melt away as in the ice that's fair, warm water. Right? He that forsaketh his father is a blasphemer. Damn. Remember, what sins cannot be forgiven? The blaspheming. You thinking it's the Holy Spirit. No, blaspheming of your parents. We don't have no Holy Spirit. We don't do no Ruach Kadash over here. We don't do that. We don't worship. We don't give worship to the Kabbalah spirit. Ruach Kadash is a Kabbalah spirit. Look it up. I have a lesson I put. Go through the archives and find it. It's there. It's there. Right? Come on. And he that angereth his mother is cursed of the father. My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shall thou be beloved of him that is approved. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself. The greater you are, the more wisdom and knowledge, the more money and everything. You're supposed to be the most humblest, meek. Humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Father. Many are in high places and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. Many are high places. You got many teachers. But the mysteries are revealed unto the meek, unto the individuals that's always been meek. All praises be for Sunni. Round of applause for that. Come on. This is the book of Sirach. Proverbs on steroids, people. It's delicious. I'm feeling like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right? Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's my name for today. Arnold Schwarzenegger. When I read this, I'm on super steroids. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's go. Right? For the power of the Father is great, and he is honored, and he is honored of the lowly. Okay? He honors us, the Bantus. The Bantus. He honors you. Don't worry. He's with you. He's with us. We will win. We will finish this. We will finish this. Whether if it's in our lifetime or in our children's lifetime, it will be completed. And by the way things is looking, it might just be our lifetime. So repent or you're going to die. Let's continue. Right? But where am I? Where am I? All right? Seek not out things that are too hard for thee. Neither search for things that are above thy strength. All right? Don't go over and beyond. You see, me, I leave all the maps and locations. That's for the elder. That's his strength. I'm not trying to even jump into that. I'm just going to give you the basics. Like, look, explain this, explain that. That's not my mission. Everybody got different parts of the body, right? The elders, the elders, the head, right? I'm right now, let's just say I'm just the voice. I'm just the mouth. Pause. Super pause, right? My big brother, he's the hands, right? You sisters, my sisters, it's gonna be the feet. Y'all gonna gather, y'all gonna march, y'all gonna proceed, y'all gonna bring the people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a part to play. Play it wisely. Play your position. Don't go over and beyond. Seek not things that's too hard for thee. Don't go crazy. People go so hard trying to prove people wrong. It's not for you to do that. It's for you to hearken unto what I'm saying. Meditate on it, and if you're deemed qualified, the Father will lay it on you. If you're not qualified, don't use that as a reason to rebuttal what's being taught. Use that. Find something else to be your purpose, right? You got Johnny John who's breaking down the Isi Closer, showing us what Ele La Sabatani means, right? She's not trying to show us where in the map, you know what I'm saying? Like the Father put it upon me to break down the genealogy, show you how they configured. Not who's teaching that. You're going to find that here. I brought that to the big bro. He said, wow, yo, I didn't see that. I was like, yo. And the big bro's going to bring something to me today. And I'm going to be like, wow, I ain't see that. It wasn't for me, right? Seek not the things that are too hard for thee. Neither search for the things that are above thy strength, right? But what is commanded thee, think upon with reverence. For it is not needful for thee to see with the eyes the things that are in secret. It's not for you to see. It's not for us. Everybody's gonna have their reasonings. That's why he says, meditate day in, day out unto me. Study to show thyself approved unto me. You gotta study, show yourself approved. Like, oh, okay, you seem ready, give him that. Right? Right? But look, verse 23. Be not curious into unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. Right? For more things are showed unto thee than men understand. Don't worry unto unnecessary matters. More things is going to be showed unto you than the other person. More things is going to be shown unto you than it's going to be shown unto me. Everybody got a purpose. That's why I laugh when I remember when I was part of these satanic organizations, and brothers will bring forth information and bring forth wisdom, and the heathenite will say this in this manner. I forbade them. It goes, oh, that's interesting, but until the creator or until their God give them a revelation, we're not going to teach that. What? I'm not asking you to teach it. I'm asking for you to dive into it. Do in-depth studies. Let's sit down amongst men. If we're building up a nation, listen, a nation got to be built brick by brick, right? You hold a brick, I hold a brick, she hold a brick, he hold a brick, and everybody bring this brick and we put it on the table. And one brick gonna get laid after another. Before you know it, we got the mansions that's waiting for us. All right? Let's continue. Look, For many are deceived by their own vain opinions, and evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. Oh, that sounds like that congregation. Oh, huh? A lot of time we was getting judgments based on opinions, vain. I had a brother tell me that the integrity of the church overseeded me. I said, oh, really? Oh, the integrity of the church. That's a vain opinion. Why did you choose the integrity of the church when you see the word tells you that if one sheep goes away and you got 99, you better go grab that sheep and bring it back and make it a whole, because not having a whole is a problem for you. See? You see? You see how you see when Mama Love is in you? See, Mama Love wasn't in me when I was walking inside these Luciferian complexes. See, when you step away, Mama Love come talk to you, because there's no compromising taking place. Let's continue. Right? It says, without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge thereof that thou hast not. All right? Don't profess the knowledge that you don't know nothing about. Don't try to rebuttal and try to use the word and be like, look, you see? Genesis chapter 13, verse 1. When he said he gone south, he's talking about he was going to south side of wherever he was at, which was, I guess, was Jerusalem, right? In Israel, right? Isis Ra elite. Come on, man. Right? Listen, this is for them. This is for the heathenites. This is, look. It said, a stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein, right? An abstained heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin. And the punishment of the proud there is no remedy, for the plant of wickedness have taken root in him. Ooh, damn, that hurt. Come on. The heart of the prudent will understood. Listen, the heart of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. You see, when y'all tune in, y'all can't wait for the Samba conversation, because y'all wise. You are the wise. We're not gonna let's remove man. Let's put the wise children. You are the wise. You got to give yourself a round of applause. You should be grateful. You should be happy. You should be happy that you got this information, because many shall die without knowing this truth, right? Water will quench a flaming fire, and alms make an atonement for sins. And he that requireth good turn is mindful of that which may come hereafter. And when he falleth, he shall find a stay. You're going to always fall. A just man going to fall 7 times. But when the Father knows who you are. The Father, our parents know the hearts of our bond too. Let's continue. Let's go to 4. Let's go to 4. Woo! Let's read. Hey, heathenites. Heathenites, you know, the ones that's running the congregation. This is for you. Check this out. It says, my son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. You see? You hear that? Let me read that again. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not thy needy eyes to wait. Make not a hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. Damn. That sounds like these teachers. Listen, the only man I ever seen as humble as it can be in this awakening as of right now, as I can see, has been Elder Nkosi. That man comes on. He listen. If he don't know it, he'll be like, I don't know, and he'll be saying things like hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be sitting there. I'm like, damn, the elder really a humble servant. And he'll say like, it was like, oh, I don't know. He don't like, oh, on the question and answers, he answer every question to the best of his ability. And that's what we supposed to be on. That's righteous. That's elderly. And for us, just listening, that's what you call being obedient to your elders, being obedient to your fathers. He's old enough to be your parent. You must honor him. You don't step on toes. I have a grant writer. Let me give you a little testimony. I had a grant writer, and I'm reaching out, saying whatever I had to say, and he caught a he snapped on me, and I'm not gonna lie, I kindly said, "Yo, yo, big bro, don't ever talk to me like that again." And then he proceeded to get loud. I said, "Oh, word? Okay. So let me let you know the type of man that I am. Because as righteous as I am, I stand as a warrior, especially when you are not in the space of operating with Sunini Nanini." And I told him after I calmed down and relaxed, I said, yo, big bro, that's not even the type of man that I am. Like, I never disrespect nobody, bro. And he apologized. He said, yo, I'm man enough to apologize. And I said, I'm man enough to accept your apology and to apologize as well. Because that's not what that's not what our ancestors want us to be doing. We're not supposed to be doing this. If we're building up a nation is not going to be built if there's not a foundation of respect in the process. I am a child compared to his age, but I'm still a man that has children. And as a warrior that's in the front line, it has to be a mutual respect. See, I don't disrespect. You would never find me disrespecting nobody. That's not even in my characteristics. I'm that person. I'm a reactor of a reaction. That's me. You do something is what you get a reaction. I don't come out just thinking that I'm better than everybody, because I'm not. I'm humble. It's a lot of learning that I'm still trying to do. It's a lot of demons I'm still fighting, still facing. It's a lot of pressure that I got to deal with. I don't complain about it, but these are my everyday lives, just like it's your everyday lives. Some of you guys get a refreshment hearing me talk this. It's a sign like, oh, I needed that. But the rest of the day, you're not with me. The rest of the week, you're not with me. My job is to hopefully gather us together so we all can be in the promised land together. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see us in the Holy Mount together, giving praise and glory, and we dancing, and we having a barbecue, and the Father is down, and our ancestors is down. And let me tell you something. See, the book of Acts, man, like I said, you got to question these books, man, because remember when our big brother came down, the apostles was like, yo, we should make an altar for Moses. We should make an altar for Elijah. And then they was like, no, only make an altar for my son. We're going to question that. Because in the African culture, we always gave praise to our ancestors. It's in our DNA. So I got to question that. And like I said, we're just opening the book. I'm dissecting it. You see, I got the gavel. Nope, and nope. Let's continue. It says, and add not more trouble to a heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. Right? Take care. That's what I tell you guys. Take care of the homeless. A lot of reason why America is being destroyed is because you're not giving back to your people. You're not taking care of them. You're not giving them $1, a quarter. Sometimes I don't have no money. I say, yo, my man, all I got is 20 cents, two dimes. Here, take it. I'd rather give you something than give you nothing, right? And if I'm walking, I'm in the store, I'll be like, yo, you want something to eat? They'll be like, yes. Sometimes they'll tell me no. They'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm like, you sure? Right? I remember one time it was like 98 degrees. This man was standing before 7-Eleven. I went inside. I went to get some water for me and my daughter. And this man, it was hot. And he was so hot in his outfit. And not only was he hot, but, he's in the city. People walking by him act like this man didn't exist. I looked at him. He was like, yo, can you spare me $1? I said, I got you. But not only did I give him money, I gave him some water. I said, yo, man, he looked, he said, water? Thank you. It's like, damn. Like, people don't even have the kindness in their heart to do little things like that, bro. But then got the audacity talking about I'm going to church on Sunday to go praise Lord, bro. To go give praise to Jesus. Come on, man. And you wondering why we in these circumstances, bro. Ah, man. Let's go. It says, reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man. Don't ever turn away. You're going to be judged for that. The Father, in a snap of a finger, can make you a poor man. Just have a snap of a finger, he can make you lose it all. You got to start back from square one. Just like that. Right? It says, turn not away thy eyes from the needy and give him none occasion to curse thee, right? Don't give him nothing is an occasion to curse thee, right? You're going to get trouble for that. You're going to get cursed for that. For if he is cursed thee in bitterness of his soul, his communication or his contact to our creators shall be heard. When he reach out to our ancestors, it will be heard that made it, right? That made him. Get thyself the love of the congregation and bow thy head to a great man, right? Humble yourself, not bowing your head on something, but bow your head. Like, humble yourself. Like, you will never see me step over what the elders say. He may say something, and at the time, I may not be in agreement, but that's not in my position. My position is to be humble. Humble yourself. And in due time, the Father will bring forth information. Even my brothers, I got a lot of brothers and sisters that's on TikTok that bring forth information. They say things that I may not agree with. They say things that doesn't go with the word, but they are on a mission. That mission is to awaken the children of Akobi. And the last thing that I want to do is throw a wrench out there that's going to start strife and division, because that's what Lucifer wants. What our big brother said, a nation that's divided can't stand. And we're not doing what these heathenites is doing. Because if you pay attention, what's the reason for their division? Based on what they believe. Oh, now I don't believe that. Meanwhile, we're trying to gather a nation, but because I don't believe that, I can't rock with you. Make it make sense. You feel me? You feel me? This is how you know that the Father and Mama Love is not in them. Mama Love, wisdom is known of her children. Mama Love is known of her children. Our moms, listen, my son, even if my son was 40 years old, let his mother was to see him 40 years later. Say she ain't seen him for 40 years. Let her to see him. She gonna automatically know that's her son. Wisdom is known of her children. Don't let these people fool you, people. Let's continue. It says, let it not grieve thee to bow down thy ears to the poor and give him a friendly answer with meekness, right? I always give the ear to the poor. I say, yeah, man. He was like, yo, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. And, even when I used to street preach, man. I used to street preach. I dealt with people that was smelling like pure garbage. I dealt with people whose breath was on fire. But I knew that I was not supposed to take my air away because of their condition. Because that's not my job. See, when you do that, that's when you posting judgment on somebody. When you refuse to do the Father's will because you already feel like he's unqualified to retrieve this information. That's a judgment, and you will be judged for that. All praises. Come on now. So next time you're in a train station and you see a homeless man come to you, don't be like, get away from me. Say, what's up, man? You all right? You good? Now, listen, there's some homeless people, there's some poor that's crazy and nuts. They bonkers. Now, if you're physically, spiritually, and mentally prepared to deal with what comes with that, then do what you do. If not, have a conversation, communicate with your ancestors and your forefathers and say, please preserve this individual, for the demon, for Lucifer has overtaken this man's vessel. And let the demon look at you like he looked at our big brother and said, have you come to judge us before our time? We got to get there. We're not there yet, but we will. We will. I promise you we will. Right? It says, let it not grieve thee to bow thy ear to the poor, and give him a friendly answer with meekness. Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hands of the oppressor. Let me say that. Deliver him that suffers wrong from the hands of the oppressor. Aren't we oppressed? Why Shaquille is not helping us? Why LeBron James, LeBron James, Jay-Z, all of these people that's sitting on hundreds and millions of dollars, why they not helping us? And we're dealing with the oppressed. Why the only time you come out is when you need a tax write-off? Because the tax is your God. The government is your God. He's not mine. Me and the Wiz say, yo, if we even hit the lotto for 260 mil, yo, we probably gonna take $10 million and the rest of the money's going right back to the hood. We putting up buildings here. We putting the community centers there. We putting basketball courts there. We putting indoor gyms there so children can play basketball all year round. Free 99. Not charging them. If you get a chance to watch that George Foreman movie, it's a good movie. It's a good watch. But you see how the father put it in his heart, made him open up a facility for children to play basketball, and they was going in there free 99. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's why I'm trying to establish this whole, business and all that. But Lucifer want to get in the way, and it's okay. It's okay. Because I know everything is done in patience, decency, and order. And everything is done on his time, on their time, not Lucifer's time. Lucifer has no control over me. The only thing he can control is the temptations and the time. And matter of fact, I take that back. He can't even control that. Like, the only thing he can control is temptations. That's it. Let's continue, people. All right? It says, deliver him that suffers wrong from the hands of the oppressors, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment. Don't be faint-hearted. Just keep your head up high. You will be judged for his name's sake. You're not going to be judged for Jesus Christ. You're not going to be condemned. You're not going to be ridiculed for Jesus Christ. You're not going to be ridiculed for Yahweh, Yahushua, Yeshaya, Ahaya. You're not going to be ridiculed for that. You're going to be ridiculed for Sunini, Nanini. Oh, they're going to lock you up for that. Oh, best believe. Sunini, Nanini. When you start connecting black people back to Africa, oh yeah, they're going to come. Oh, you thought they killed Bob Marley because he was singing songs? No, they killed Bob Marley because he was bringing people back to the people, the Holy Land. He was connecting. He was bridging that gap. Africa unite, 'cause we walking out of Babylon. Oh no, what he said? Put a needle in his sneaker. Hey, let's continue. All right, it says, be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of a husband unto their mother, so shall thou be a son of the Father of the Most High. Be the son of Sunini. You see that? The son, a child of Sunini Nanini, and he shall love thee more than thy mother does. You see this? This is the book of Sirach, Proverbs on steroids. Let's go. Wisdom exalt her children. Wisdom exalt her children, and lay hold of them that seek her. Seek her. Seek him. You see, we say seek him, you shall find them. You see, it's really seek them, and you will find her. Oh, damn, Jones. I'm bringing forth my own doctrine, right? Hey. No, and no. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Let's go. It says, he that loveth her life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her shall inherit joy. And whosoever she entereth, the Father will protect, will preserve. You ain't going to be less. You're going to be great. The Father will make great They that serve her shall minister to who? Shall minister to who? To Sunini Nanini. He's the Holy One. He's the Holy of all holies. Right? And them that love her, the Father will love too. Right? Ooh. Whosoever give ear unto her shall judge the nations. Ooh. You see why they don't want you read it? You see why they gave you Jesus? You see why? Because they know they don't want you judging them. Right? What Job 9:24 said. The world was given unto the hands of what? Unto the wicked. Right? Cover the eyes of the judges that's going to do what? How did they cover the eyes of the judges? What blindfold was put before us that's blinding us? It's called religion. It's called Jesus. It's called Christ. It's called Yahweh. It's called Yahushua. It's called Yeshaya. It's called Ahaya. It's called anything Luciferian, any genetically modified European philosophies. That's what's keeping you. Oh, damn. And he that attendeth unto her soul shall dwell securely. If a man committed himself, let's read. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. Train up a child from young. This is why they don't want the men in the house. This is why they want women. See, if a man commit himself unto her, right? So if you don't have the man in the house that's following the ways of Sunini Nanini, he's going to follow the ways of this world. And he and the words of this world shall be inherited unto your children, and they shall be destroyed. Right? If a man, right? Verse 17 says, For at the first she will walk with him by the crooked ways. Remember I told you? Remember I told you when I was hustling, selling drugs, she was walking with me. Something in me was like, nah, even I was doing my wrong. I had something in me was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. She was always with me. She's always with you. She's with you now. It's when you allow the world to overtake you, when you find pleasurement in doing evil, right? When you hear your man say, yo, son, we got 7 chicks, bro. Oh, yo, what's up, man? We in there? Yo, I'm about to pull up. She got a friend, a cousin. I'm about to get busy with all of them. Yeah. Mama love not there. Mama love them bounce. Party done. She off that. Like, what? Nah, that's not for me. You have given yourself up to Cain. You have become a Hamite. The cursed seed. You remember? The cursed seed? Ham. That's who you become. Yeah. They've been telling you about themselves the whole time. You just never knew it. Because they gave you the Vanderbilt. And then they gave you the Timbuktu. You just never seen it. But they was always talking about themselves. I showed you who these people are. I showed you what Egypt means in the Issaquah language. The same exact language that your Savior spoke. Is there plenty other dialects in the Holy Land? Absolutely. But I'm going to cleave onto the language that our father spoke. Because when he wrote in Daniel 5:25, that was not, whatever language was that, which is Issaquah, that's what I'm going to study. Until further notice. I know there's Modimo, Mawari. Shout out to all that. But I'm going to call Sunini Nanini. That's just me. I take it with me. Right? Right? And for at first she will walk with him by his crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him. That was me. I was like, damn, wow. So we shouldn't be doing this. I don't want to sell drugs no more. I don't want to do this. I went through my trials. I went through my motions. Right? My man, right? Listen, and torment him with her discipline, right? So I was going through it. My man's got killed. My children's grandparents passed away. It was just happening. I'm just like, yo, what is this? Going to funeral after funeral. I was being tormented. Because the life that America told black people to live wasn't the life that the Father said was for you. Wasn't the life Mama Love said was for you. Everything that we going on in our lives was not for us. Us being in captivity wasn't for us. Us going to hell isn't for us. Hell has enlarged himself. Why? Because you, brothers and sisters, have taken on the spirit of Cain before the flood, Ham after the flood, the cursed seed. Let's continue. Right? And torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Right? Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. You see why I'm getting all of this? I'm not trying to be prideful or nothing. It's just staying that course, being patient. She's going to test you. She's going to test you, sis. She's going to test you, Bantu princess. She's going to test you. You will be tested, but you triumph. You triumph with patience and never giving in. Always submit yourself unto your father, right? But if he goes wrong, listen, look. But if he goes wrong, goes back into the world, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruins. Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it's concerning thy soul. Don't be ashamed to stand with Sunini Nanini. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. I stand with mine. Listen, I'm going to stand with that, bro. I love my people. I love all my homies that's in the street, those that's in the street, those that's in the world, those that's in the truth, those that's confused, that think that they in the truth. I got nothing but love. But for me, I'm going to always stand with my ancestors. I'm going to always stand on Jerusalem. Not Jerusalem, Jerusalem. In Sub-Sahara, South Africa. I'm going to stand with them. Right? Right? It says, observe the opportunity, be aware, and be so concerned. He says, for there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. All right? There's a shame that bringeth sin. Let me break that down. People's gonna say, what does that mean? Right? The shame that bringeth sin, right? Is you know you did something wrong, you shameful about it, but hey, it is what it is. I can care less, right? Like, you know, cheating on your, you know, doing something behind your wife's back is wrong, right? You're gonna have shame behind it. You're gonna have shame. You know you're doing something wrong, but it is what it is. You're gonna do it. You're gonna continue doing it. You're gonna like it. You're gonna stand for it, right? Right? But then, and there's a shame which brings glory and joy, right? The shame is, I know I can't go to work on the seventh day. I'm shameful behind that. I'm ashamed that I have to be at work on a seventh day. And I'm just using this. There's plenty other resources and other examples, but I'm just using that, right? But the grace and the glory, right? And the grace, the glory and the grace comes because of that. Because you're shameful behind that and you know that. But yeah, you got to do it because for whatever reason, that's where the grace and the glory comes in. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm going to bring forth this truth to you, whether you like it or not. Let these heathens and these Hebrews and these heathenites feed you this European nonsense, and you're going to forever be doomed like these Europeans are. And no disrespect to my Europeans, but your time is up. You got two options. It's either you denounce your position and allow us to kindly sit where we need to sit, or you're going to be destroyed. By force, by fires in Maui, whether it's man-made or not, by fires in Maui, by floods, by locusts coming into these churches in these places in the Middle East. Shout out to the sis that sent me that. Oh, you should have seen it all over the chairs. They can't even go into they mosque. I thought this was the Holy of Holies, but you can't even get in there. Make it make sense. The Father's not playing. Our ancestors is not playing. You gotta pay for the wickedness that you've done to the children of Akobi. You have to pay for that by any means necessary. Let's go. Right? I'm gonna read. We're gonna do 4, and then we're gonna continue. We might continue, depending on what my soul tells me, depending on what my ancestors, Mama Love and Pop Dukes tell me. Right? It says, where we at? Where we at? It says, accept no persons against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall, right? Don't accept nobody that goes against your soul. Don't bring nobody in your life that's going to take you away from Sunini Nanita. What the word says, don't fear the man that could take your life. Fear the man that could take your life and judge if you'll know. Don't accept no person that's going to take you away, that's going to tell you to get foo-foo, that's going to alter your soul. Right? And let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fail, right? Refrain not to speak when there is an occasion to do good, and hide not thy wisdom in her beauty, all right? Refrain not to speak when there's an occasion. You better speak. Better talk your talk. That's why I come on here. I'm gonna talk my talk, kid. I don't care if it's 2 people watching. I don't care if it's 1. I don't care if it's just me and the computer, but I'm gonna talk. I don't care. I'm gonna talk. Because when there's an occasion to do good, because I know I'm doing good, right? And hide not thy wisdom in her beauty, right? For by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the words of the tongue. In no wise speak against the truth. Don't speak against the truth, heathenites. Don't speak against the truth, heathens. Don't speak against the truth, Hebrews. That goes for all of you so-called Hebrew Israelites. Don't speak against this truth, man, right? But be abashing of error of thy ignorance. You just ignorant. Don't let your ignorance overtake you. Humble yourself. Come get this barbecue chicken. I chef it up nice. Come listen to the elder. He chef it up nice. Come to class, 6:30. With a big bro. Woo, he chef it up nice. We over here, Chef Boyardee over here. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you my drug name. My drug name was Chef Boyard Jones. You heard? I was flicking it with the pot. You hear me? Like this, flick of the wrist. Come on. I know I be making y'all laugh, but I'm telling y'all the truth. Right? Right? Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of thy river. Don't be afraid to confess thy sins. And confessing your sins don't mean, I gotta go to people, stand before the people and confess. No. Or I gotta go into an altar and go speak to Father Jason Smith from the Latter Day Saint Church, right? The Catholic Church. I go in there. No, you confess your sins by talking to your Father. Confess it. Conversate. Say, your Father, forgive me, man. I'm wilding. Acknowledge your wrongs, man. A lot of us is not acknowledging our wrongs. We too prideful. Acknowledge it. You're going to be all right. Confess it. These are my confessions. Woke up the other day, I was sinning, trying to go outside, and I knew something to say. These are my confessions. Hear me, Father, for I sin, I got to say. I hope you're gonna keep on watching my confession. Every time I've... It says, make not thyself an underline into a foolish man. Don't try to compete or be underlined or have a foolish man over you. That these people are beneath you. Why are you trying to give them prestige power? Right? So when I see these heathenites try to gather information that was given unto people that's beneath you, and they try to use that to override a brother that's just like them, I find it hilarious. Right? Don't underline to a foolish man. Neither accept the person of the mighty. Right? Strive for the truth unto death, and the Father shall fight for thee. Ooh. Let's read that again. Strive for the truth unto death, and your Father shall fight for thee. Be not haste in thy tongue, and in thy deed slack and remiss. All right? Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic amongst thy servants. Let not thy hands be stretched out to receive, but shut when thou shalt repay. Right? Shut, right? Let me give you that. So don't have your hands out stressed out. Don't let not hand be stressed out to receive. Like, yeah, give me that. But your hands should be in your pocket when it's time for them to pay. Be like, yo, bro, remember that $100 you say I owe you? I'm like, nah, you good, bro. Say that for your fams. Take care of your family. You probably need it more than I did. I remember one time I owed my man some money. I ain't give him that bread in mad long. He ain't never harassed me, never asked me, nothing. But one day I woke up and something said, yo, send him this bread. Yo, I sent him this bread. Yo, I kid you not. 5 minutes later, he texted me. He was like, yo, bro, you don't know how much this bread means to me. I needed this right now. I'm trying to figure out how I was going to get this bread. And you sent it to me, bro. And I kindly said, man, the Father told me to send it to you, bro. Mama Love said, send it to you. I was just being obedient. And he was like, yo, bro, I appreciate that. And this is my bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to go see him right after this Samba conversation, man. Right? So that's 4. This joint goes all the way to 51. Like I said, this is Proverbs on steroids. If you guys want me to continue this next week, I'll surely do so. I know I love Ecclesiasticus so much, like I don't mind reading it. So we can go to 5. You know what I'm saying? We can do 5. We did 1, 2, 3, 4. So next time we'll do 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 4 a day. That's cool. It's up to you. But then again, I don't want to say, yeah, we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna say, yeah, we're gonna do that, and then the Father put something in me, say, yo, you gotta bring this out. You know what I'm saying? Because I still owe you guys Proverbs. I know. I still owe you guys Proverbs. But we're gonna get it though. We're gonna get it. And you know, that's it. That, you know, that's it for y'all. Ah, man. Man, give all praise and glory to the Father, man. To our ancestors, so I say. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. All we here to do is set our people free. We're not here to lead our people astray. We're not here to lie. We're not here to disregard and disobey. We're going to set our people free. And the only way you're going to be set free, you first got to set yourself free. You got to set yourself free. Set yourself free from all this religion. Set yourself free from all these European philosophies. Set yourself free. Set yourself free from these heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites. These heathens, Hebrews, heathenites are not bringing forth truth. They're bringing forth copy and paste. Let me say that again. These heathens, Hebrews, and heathenites are not bringing forth truth. They're only bringing forth copy and paste. And copy and pasting, or should I say copy and paste, will only get you erased. Now, how does that taste? Don't taste good. So repent, or you're going to die. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Let me pull this up. Oh, beast. Deadly Lioness, where you was at last week, man? Where you was at? That lesson, listen, the Noah only had 2 children. If you ain't watch it, oh, you gonna love it. Just for you. Bantu Princess, peace. Louis, what's up, Brody? Facts. Cave beef dwellers. Listen, not only from they the cave. Remember remember what the word says. Remember what the word says. Remember what the word says. These people wasn't given any. They wasn't given any lot. That's why you see they have to conquer and take over. That's what they did. Anywhere we dwelled, they conquered and took over. You would never find a place where you can honestly say that was theirs. The reason why they came from the caves. Oh, I'm about to edify you right now. Oh, hold on. I told you guys I was gonna show you guys a promise. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys something. Look at this. Look. I'm typing in saints, guys. Let me move this down. I'm gonna show you. that these heathens know who's the Almighty. I'm going to show you. Look at this. Look at this, people. Let's click it. What does that spell right here? What does that spell right there? Is that N-I-N-I? Oh. So, Nini. Yes. So when you see Su, Nini, that's superior. That's your father's masculine, warrior, king. Nanini, feminine, comfort, wisdom, dweller, dwells in you, brings joy, peace. But you first gotta fear Su Nini. Oh, and listen, this is it. This is in their book. This is in Wikipedia. Type in saints. We're gonna be right before your eyes. Right before your eyes. Look at this Luciferian nonsense. Look at this. Look at this madness. This is what you brothers going inside of these churches to go see. Pure fallen angels. Look at the Luciferian symbol right here. Look at the Luciferian symbol right here. Look at this. 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 All fallen deities. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. But I digress. I digress, guys. My bad. My bad. Let's go back to questions. I just wanted to show you guys that. So so when they say I'm bringing forth my own teachings and I don't have no you just show them things like that. It's right before you. All of this is right before you, and I got a whole lot more. Oh, I got a whole lot more. Oh, you ain't even know that. Look, yep. Yes. Peace, sis. Prayer is grateful. All praises to Sunini Nanini. All wisdom and love receive. Yes. Bantu Princess, I know your situation. Look. See it? See, big bro? We'll be exposing some serious demons tonight. Oh, I can't wait. Nah, you're not supposed to tolerate that, Lewis. It's a dub. Listen. Hey, look, Lewis, hey, you gonna fight, bro? I'm telling you, man. You coming into this, you coming into this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's warrior time. You know what I'm saying? Family in order, we got to do all that because there ain't no time to be playing. You feel me? Let's continue. You ain't missed nothing, sis. She said, do a remix. I told you to do a mini album. Nah, it's cool. You at work. That's what you know what I'm saying? This is where the grace and this is where the grace and the glory comes in. You know what I'm saying? You see how you put your head down like, damn, I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? We're going to detox. Don't worry. We're going to detox from this world. We don't fear death over here, man. Listen, you know why people fear death? People fear death because people fear death because they're living the life of Cain. they're living the life of Ham. And they know that when you live a life of wickedness, there's only one place for wickedness, and that's fire and brimstones. That's why they fear death. See what just man? If you guys thinking I'm lying, if you guys thinking I'm lying, and if you guys thinking it's just keeping the commands of the Father, I mean keeping the commandments. So if you don't keep the commandments, no, bro, it's not true. Did Abram know any commandments when he was thrown in the fire by Nimrod? No. He was just obedient unto the voice of the Father. Now, if the Father say, yo, you got to do X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, and if it means thou shalt not bow yourself unto them, that's what you should be doing. And the fact that, let me tell you know that the law was already passed on. The law was given unto Adam, passed on to Enoch, passed on to Abram. What was he teaching the people to do? When you read the story, you see that we was sinning because we was following, we was partying, we was drinking, we was doing all of this, we was giving worship, we was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where was the law being kept? But you see, Abram was penalized. Why? Because he refused to bow down himself to know. He like, yo, your father, what the heck is this? You making it food? I made it a whole food. Listen, I made a whole dinner. I put the apron on. Chef Boy Abram. That was his name at the time. Chef Boy Abram. Made it, cooked it, put it there. Came back the next day, food still there. He said, so who the heck are these people? I ain't bowing down to this. Told his dad that. His dad, no disrespect to granddad. But granddad went running to Nimrod like a rat. You hear me? And was tattletelling. You hear me? And because of that, Abram was thrown in the fire. You think Abram was afraid of death? He walked in there. He said, you going to throw me in here? Psst, all right, cool. And what happened? The person that threw him in there got burnt up. Hey, make it make sense. Come on, man. We warriors out here, man. She's still with you. She's still with you. Christianity made you forget her, made you believe that like, she's in a better place now. No, she's with you. Tell Sunini Nanini to connect you with her. He will connect you. One day you're gonna walk minding your business. You're gonna see somebody that look exactly like your mom's. Or you might see somebody that had your same mother's characteristics. You're gonna be like, yo, you know what? You remind me of my mother. You ever had that happen to you? Come on now. We're gonna demasculate whatever that word is from these Europeans and their foolishness. You understand? Simple. We are the men. And our household ends in its order. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, read, brother, African brother, you got to read every book. Why? Let me backtrack because I don't want to tell you read every book and then have your foundation. Your foundation is Sunini Nanini, right? You have that foundation. You know you the promised seed. Now, everything that you read is to either confirm the revelations your ancestors displayed on you, or information that's gonna get you closer to them. Anything that has you scratching your head and in self-doubt and be like, wait, that don't run. Lucifer. Run. When you need confirmation and explanation, like the word says, if you really seeking him, Mama Love is going to give it to you. Don't worry. She will give it to you. Remember, it's about patience. We can't rush this. You got to be patient. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay humble. You got to stay grounded. You got to stay unified. You got to stay connected. You got to be whole with your brothers. You can't just, you got to do the work too. Just like you made me buy that book. I got the book. It's in my book collection. Did I read it? I read a few pages. He said a few things that, you know what I'm saying? But I take heed to what brothers and sisters tell me. Why? Because this information is what's needed for us to break this barrier. Because what did our big brother say? He said, you should know the truth and the truth shall set you free. We're not free yet because we have not yet retrieved every truth. There's still truth out there that we ain't grasped onto. Bantu Princess, that's why you gotta come to class. Deadly Lioness, they'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Black Girl Magic, come to class. African Brother with Light. If you really want to learn, come to class. I sent invitations out. I offer everybody. Reach out to me on my social media. You can click on my YouTube page. Click on the Instagram. Shoot me a DM, and I'll send you the link. Cause I know once I get off this, I can't copy and paste and save y'all emails and all that. Can't. So send it to me and come to class. If you think of what I'm bringing forth is crazy, wait till you come to class and you really start hearing and seeing what's really going on. The real understanding. You see what my big bro said? He said, wait till tonight. Listen. Read it, bro. Yes, it's all in his songs. Facts. The life from the rap music. Facts. Yeah, they gotta pay for that. Yeah, rap music was the worst thing that they used rap music to destroy us, man. Yo. Something we've created is now being used to take us down, to like literally destroy us. Like literally. Majority of people that you see in jail or in the coffins right now is because of rap music. Facts. Facts. I just wanted to show you guys that. You see the Nini. See the Nini. They know. They know. But they're gonna put a white person's prayer, because if you subconsciously see a white person, you're gonna think that's not for you. But remember, Lucifer say you want to be like the Most High. Not only does Lucifer wants to be like the Most High, but his children wants to be like the Most High's children. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger, guys. Come on now. Come on now. It's 6:30, guys. We've been here. I got class and like right now. I'm like 2 minutes late. If there's no more questions, you know, for the sister, the prayers was for you. I hope this sits in your heart. I hope you're, you know, and if you need me to pray with you every day, then so be it. And you know, I came out to bust this prayer so you can have more people praying with you. So the more the better. But if you need me to pray with you every day, then I'm all for that. That's for any one of you guys. And I don't even want to say prayer because I'm not my father. I'm not his prey. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm his child. We're gonna if you need me to assist you or be a part of you while you communicate with our ancestors, then that's so be it. I'm here. I'm here for any single one of you guys. I'm here for you. I'm here for your family. I'm here for anybody that's trying to get back to their rightful positions, I'm here for you. And with that being said, brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Stay humble. Before I leave, you know we gotta leave with the new, and I might not play this no more. After today, I'm not playing this no more. And I'll tell you why and further for in a future podcast. I'll tell you I'm not gonna play him no more. But listen to this.
Hirvata, Tamarumo, Rumo, Hasicha. Where were you when I'm sick? Where were you when I'm there? So fast, Kichi, Emoye, so fast, Kichi, Etatin, Kichi, Kichima, Sibram Konto, Alliance, shoot to kill, Yamaza, kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, brr, pa. Attention.
And for those that don't know who I am him, Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you Hegroes, and the newly installed Heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.